Welcome to CrashMagic. In this video we've got a fantastic card trick effect where we attempt to locate the 4 aces. I really enjoyed performing this one, and it's a very visual trick for spectators that gives the impression of way more card handling skills than is actually needed. Straight after the performance is the tutorial, so you can learn exactly how this trick is done. Let's see if we can find the 4 aces in this pack of cards, but not by looking at the faces of the cards while all the cards are face down. Now there are a few ways that we can do this, and I want to start with a very complicated and long-winded method where if we cut and twist and cut and twist, then with any luck we can find the ace of spades like this. Sometimes though you need a much quicker way to find an ace than that, and here we have the ace of clubs. Now I'd like your help to find the 2 remaining red aces. I'm going to deal cards down onto the table, and at any point you can stop me and place one of the black aces face up into the pile. Stop here. Okay, and this time if we just throw groups of cards onto the table, and again if you say stop whenever you like, here, so we'll place the ace of spades face up. Now you could have stopped and placed those black aces at any position in this deck, but for whatever reason you chose to put the ace of spades here facing this card and the ace of clubs here next to this card. So then, how good is your intuition? Pretty good, I'd say. Well, I hope you enjoyed that performance, and if you did, please give the video a like. If you're new to this channel and like this sort of content, then take a look at some of my previous videos and maybe subscribe. Onto the tutorial then, and this is a really nice trick to learn, and there's no difficult sleights or card controls needed. Before we start, there's a small setup, but it's so simple you can even do it on the fly. We just need 2 aces on the top of the pack and 2 aces on the bottom of the pack. Now I usually order it so that the 2 black aces are the top and bottom cards and the 2 red cards are underneath, but that's just personal preference of the order that you want the 4 aces to be found. As long as you have the 2 aces on the top and 2 aces on the bottom, then you're ready to start. So you can do some forms of false shuffles or false cuts as you're introducing the trick if you like, and probably the easiest way would be to do a riffle shuffle, making sure the bottom 2 aces hit the table before you start the riffle and that the top 2 cards stay on top. So to find the 4 aces we're going to be using a few different methods. The first one is just a false cut. We start by cutting 2/3 of the pack to the side, rotating the top third by 90 degrees, then replacing the remaining third on top. We then take the top 2/3 and place it to the side, take the bottom third and again at a 90-degree angle to the pile below, place it on top, take the top 2/3 and move it to the side and place the final third on top again. You can then square up the cards, and the order of the cards is exactly as it was with the 2 aces, top and bottom. So this is quite a nice simple false cut, and you can of course use it in other card tricks as well. So now you can reveal the top card is your first ace. The next ace we're going to find is the one on the bottom of the deck, and the way we're going to do it is by placing the first ace face up on top of the pack and gripping that top ace with our thumb and the bottom card with our fingers, and then tossing the pack into our other free hand. So by just applying a small amount of pressure to the top and bottom cards, When you toss the cards, they'll remain between your fingers as the rest of the pack is thrown, and then you can reveal your second ace. That then leaves us with one ace on the bottom of the pack and one on top, the two red aces in this case. You can of course do another false shuffle at this point if you like, retaining their positions, and then we're going to deal the cards one at a time into a pile on the table. So the first card that will be dealt is of course that top ace. The spectator can then say stop at any time and put one of the first two aces face up where we've stopped, and then we drop the rest of the pack on top, which places the bottom ace right on top of that card. Now we do exactly the same again. You can deal the cards one at a time if you want, but as there's no ace on the top anymore, you don't have to deal them one at a time. So you can, if you like, deal the cards down in small groups instead, just for a bit of variety. Again, you ask your spectator though to say stop wherever they like, wherever they say, you drop the other ace face up onto the pile and drop the rest of the cards on top of that card, of course placing the other ace right on top of that card. Then it's just a matter of spreading the cards and pulling out the two face-up aces along with the two cards that they are face-to-face with, and you can then reveal that with the help of the spectator you've managed to find all four aces. So as you can see, this one is really easy to learn and there's very little that can go wrong, but it's quite a strong effect. Well, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe. If you've got any comments, leave them down below, and see you soon.